Hi there, this is Jonathan Ginsberg. I'm a Social Security Disability attorney, and I'd like to talk to you today about what you should do, how you should respond if the judge at your hearing says to you at the end of your hearing, Mr. or Ms. Claimant, do you have anything further you want to tell me? Anything else you want me to know? It's your chance to kind of give your closing statement to the judge. And of course, you don't have to say anything. You can say, no, Judge, I think the medical record speaks for itself, and what I've already told you, I think gives you a pretty clear idea of what I'm going through. But some people feel like they want to give the judge something to think about at the end of the hearing. And again, purely optional, but if you want to do that, here's kind of what you should do. And I think one of the problems I run into sometimes is people just start to ramble on. They start to repeat stuff, and that doesn't really do a whole lot of good. What I would tell you to do is to basically say something like this, like, Your Honor, first of all, I appreciate you listening to my case and giving me the consideration. I just want you to know I don't want to be here. I hate the idea of being here. I don't want to be disabled. I don't want to consider myself as disabled. I hate that word. I had a long, productive work career. It was fulfilling to me, both financially as well as socially. I had a lot of friends at work, and it made me feel like a person. It made me feel like I was pulling my weight with my family. I just want you to know this has been really, really frustrating. It's embarrassing when my friends and relatives see that I'm not working and that I'm in pain or I'm uncomfortable, whatever the case may be. It's just embarrassing that I'm forcing my family to take care of me. Here I am. I'm 53 years old, and I can't take care of myself. I rely on my adult children. I rely on my spouse. This has been a terrible hardship to my family. We went through foreclosure. We lost a car. We had to cut back, whatever applies in your situation. And then I feel I've really put a huge burden on my spouse or my family to help take care of me. I've always been the kind of person to take care of myself, and I just hate the idea that I'm having to ask for disability benefits. And I want to assure you, the only reason I'm here is because I have to be here. I tried as hard as I could to keep working despite my medical issue, despite my severe back pain, despite my diabetes, despite my kidney disease, despite my severe depression, whatever your condition is. But I just got to the point where I was coming to work and I just couldn't perform the job. And I was concerned that somebody might get hurt, depending on what type of work you were doing. Let's say if you're in the nursing business, or if you're in a situation where other people's safety was at stake, somebody was going to get hurt, or that I was going to make my coworkers look bad, or I wasn't going to be able to fulfill my duties, and that my boss is going to have to fire me. And I know that my employer was very good to me for many years. They gave me a lot of special considerations towards the end, but it got to the point where they were going to have to fire me, or they did fire me. And I don't blame them for that. I understand that, because I just wasn't able to pull my weight. And so I'm not here because I want to be here. I'm not here because I'm lazy. I'm here because I really had no other choice. And this has been incredibly frustrating and stressful. I know it's not your fault, but we've been waiting just for this hearing for 2.5, 3 years. And believe me, if I could have gone back to work, I would have done so. So I appreciate you considering my case. And I just want you to know that I am sincere when I tell you that if I could work, I would, but I simply cannot do so anymore. That's what I would say if you were looking at giving the judge sort of a closing statement. You just want to reiterate that you're credible, you're believable, and you don't want to be here. I think that judges psychologically, if they sense that you're there to game the system, or that you've given up, or that you're lazy, that's going to make it a lot more difficult for them to approve. But if you are a person who maybe they can see themselves in, that you are really credible, you're believable, that you don't want to be here, I think many judges will find that a very compelling type of statement. It may or may not make a difference, but if there's a case that's on the edge, why not? And I think if you can weave some of these messages through during your testimony as well, that can be helpful, because again, I think that judges in many cases are looking at your credibility. They're evaluating whether you're a believable, credible witness, and if you can come out and say you don't want to be here and this is a last resort, and that you are fighting this every step of the way, maybe even say, if medical science advances where there's something that can be done that can reverse this problem or give me back some capacity, I'm going to be back at work. And I think people don't talk about this a lot, but there is a social component to work. I mean, a lot of people have friends and socialization. I think talk about that. So I think if you send all these messages to the judge, all it can do is help. I don't think it's going to hurt you. And again, you just want to show yourself as being a very believable, credible person, because my feeling is, to a large degree, credibility is what Social Security disability cases are all about. So that's my thought about what you should say if the judge gives you an opportunity at the end of your hearing. What do you think? Do you think, have you given these type of statements? Do you think you should say nothing? Do you think you should say something else? Let me know what your opinion about this is. If you're an attorney, let me know what you think about that. What do you tell your clients to do? Are there situations where you shouldn't say anything? Again, I read all the comments, I respond to everything, so please let me know what you think. I'd love to hear what your take on all this is. If you did like this video and find it useful, please give it a thumbs up on YouTube or like it on Facebook. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, a lot of great videos here. Like our Facebook page. I put a lot of good stuff there, not just videos, but I put, if I find news articles, I'll post them on the Facebook page. I think you'll find that very helpful to get yourself better prepared for disability hearing, or to prepare yourself for a continuing review as well. If you've not already done so, go to my website. It's ssdanswers.com, and you can download my free Secrets to Winning Disability Survival Kit. A lot of great information there about how to prepare for disability, and how to win your case, and how to stay on disability if they try to review you and remove you. A lot of good stuff there. There's also a place where you can request a case evaluation, and I'll tell you what I think if you're not represented and you want me to take a look at your case. So I hope you found this helpful. Again, my name is Jonathan Ginsberg, and if I can be of service to you, please do let me know. Thanks very much, and I'll see you next video. Hi, this is Jonathan Ginsberg, and I hope you found this video helpful. If you'd like to know more about how to win your Social Security disability case, I'd like to invite you to download my Secrets to Getting Approved Early Survival Kit that I created just for people like you. Currently, I'm making the survival kit available at no cost, and I encourage you to grab your copy now. Some of the topics I cover include: how do I know if I have a case? Is it the right time for me to file my claim? 9 common mistakes that can doom your case. The 3 must-have arguments you use to win your case. And a topic that every disability claimant wants to know: how to avoid trick questions from the judge. If you or a loved one need to win Social Security disability benefits, you'll find the Survival Kit essential reading. Download your Survival Kit right now and at no cost. Just visit ssdanswers.com/survival and sign up. It's that easy. Please act now. And as always, I wish you the best.